Hi, I'm Bruce Clay, and this is the Ask Us Anything series. Recently, I've been noticing my competitors appear on the top of Google search results as featured snippets. How can I optimize my site for featured snippets? Well, there's several things you can do, but I want to make sure everybody understands what we're talking about. Commonly, a featured snippet appears at the top. There's two forms. One form is, it typically is just data. It's an answer box. And for instance, an example would be, what is the height of the Eiffel Tower? And Google is just going to tell you the height. It may also refer to other sites, but it typically is the height. And there is no link to any web page to back it up. In a featured snippet, that is the part that's a little bit different. Typically, there is going to be part of an answer. There's going to be a link to the web page containing that answer, and there may very well be an image, hopefully from that same web page. The way you get it into Google is that the spider, when it visits your site, is going to, at the top of the page, determine one of four elements. It's going to determine if you have a section, usually under an H2, that contains paragraph data. The paragraph data is commonly 50 to 54 words. The second part might be a list, and it could be numbered or just list elements with like bullets. And the list should be somewhere between 3 to more than likely 8 or 9 items. And it should be a stepwise progression or a list of the standard features appropriate to that item. The third component is a table. And a table can have usually 3 to 4 columns and be 6 lines long. And it gives comparisons, or it gives factual information that is appropriate for a table. The fourth one is that it could be a video. And we've seen featured snippets with videos coming on pretty strong lately. Remember, Google owns YouTube. There probably is a lot of motivation to put videos into featured snippets. Those are the four things you have to do. Those are just straight programming elements into your web page. Each page has to be very careful that they don't spam, that they don't end up with something that is way too vague. You should be able to answer a specific question. But if you program your page correctly, if the top of your page starts with something appropriate as a featured snippet, as I have mentioned, you have a chance of getting it. One more thing, a featured snippet, if it appears in a search result and it gets very few clicks, Google is going to stop putting the featured snippet on the page because people are not interested in a particular answer as much as they're doing research and looking for other websites. So it will vary. It can, it may not. You don't know. One of the things I'd recommend you do is you search for similar keywords and find pages that have featured snippets appearing. And if it's a paragraph or a list or a table or a video, then that should be an indication of what kind of featured snippet you may want. I hope this helps.